In this video, I'll walk you through a budget-friendly Halloween trip I took from Long Island to New York City. I hit up iconic spots like the Museum of Natural History, Central Park, and even hit the Halloween parade. If you're from outside of New York, this video will still be helpful if you ever want to visit, or it could give you some ideas about finding free spots in your own city. And stick around till the end because I'll share some great tips on finding free events, landmarks, and activities in New York City. Let's dive into the details. For those of you who don't know me, ciao amici, I'm Hackrobat, your Italian-American aerialist located in New York, here to help you save time and money. From quick tips to budget hacks, let's make life easier and keep your wallet full. So before we dive in, I wanted to give some background as to why I started this channel. And I'm actually from New York, spending most of my time in Queens and Long Island. And if you're familiar with the area, you'll know that it's one of the highest taxed regions in the country. While New Yorkers tend to earn more on average when compared to other places, the cost of living here is also higher than most states, so it could be really difficult to make ends meet. I came from Italian immigrant parents who worked hard to provide for our family, and I firsthand saw them struggle every step of the way. That's where my deep understanding and value for money began. For years, I lived paycheck to paycheck, always feeling like I was one surprise bill or emergency away from being completely derailed in terms of my finances. I was stuck in a cycle of paying credit card interest and unable to get ahead. But then I decided to start taking control of my finances. I started reading books, testing different strategies, and implementing savings tips little by little. Over time, I made significant progress, and today, at 33 years old, I was able to save a ton of money. And not only that, I was able to start 5 businesses for myself. So much so that I'm financially independent, that if any of these businesses fail, I still won't have to work a 9 to 5 for years to come. That's if I don't want to. It's a really great feeling. I know firsthand the struggle of trying to get ahead while facing the higher costs of living. I started this channel to help others avoid making the same mistakes. Back to the video. New York City is loved by so many because it's a place where you feel anything is possible. This city has so much energy, creativity, and diversity, making it a hub for dreamers, creators, and innovators from around the world. The streets are alive with a constant flow of people, cultures, and ideas. And the iconic skyline is a testament to the resilience and ambition that define this metropolis and its people. Whether it's world-class art, world-famous food, pizza and bagels are my favorite. NYC offers something for everyone and constantly reminds you of why it's called the city that never sleeps. I absolutely love New York City, although we generally refer of the city as Manhattan. It does consist of 5 boroughs, which is Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, and the Bronx. Some of my fondest memories growing up are me visiting Manhattan with my family and seeing the Empire State Building and even the Twin Towers. Those specific moments left a lasting impression on me. And as a big fan of punk rock music, NYC has been my go-to place for live shows and events. I've been attending punk rock shows for 20 years now, and the energy and community are unlike anything else. Beyond the music, I'm also captivated by the city's stunning skyline views, the charm of the local bodegas, the beautiful parks, and the incredible diversity of people. There's really nothing else like it. So without further ado, we started with the Long Island Railroad. Fun fact, the LIRR, which was founded in 1834, is the oldest railroad in the country to still go by its original name. And get this, some huge names have taken this train. Long Island natives like Billy Joel, Alec Baldwin, Ralph Macchio, and even Paul Rudd have been spotted on the LIRR. It's also one of the few commuter trail systems that runs 24/7 and connects over 120 stations across Long Island and covers over 700 miles of land. A round-trip peak ticket from Long Island to Manhattan could cost up to $26. However, we went on off-peak hours and paid only $19.50 per person. That's over 25% or $6.50 in savings just there. The LIRR offers additional savings as well, like weekly and monthly passes that can lower your costs per ride, discounted city tickets for weekend travel within the city, and special deals for seniors and young children. So if you're planning on taking regular trips, These passes can really help cut down some costs. Once we arrived in Manhattan, we used the subway to get around for the day. The round trip subway fare was about $5.80, which is way cheaper than taking an Uber or a taxi around the city. Fun fact, the New York subway is one of the largest in the world by the number of stations, with over 470 stations across the 5 boroughs. It serves over 5.5 million riders daily, making it one of the busiest transit systems globally. Plus, if you're spending more time than us in the city, the MTA also offers a 7-day and 30-day unlimited ride pass. That can really save you money if you're making multiple trips. There are also reduced fares available for seniors, people with disabilities, and low-income New Yorkers. The subway is not only budget-friendly, but also one of the fastest ways to get around New York City. So our first stop was the American Museum of Natural History, which has been an NYC staple since it opened in 1869. It's one of the largest and most famous natural history museums in the world, with over 33 million specimens in its collection. For New York residents, admission into this museum is donation based, so I contributed $1 to help the museum. Exhibits don't really change that often, and I've been there at least 15 times in my life, pretty much seeing the same stuff, so I don't feel like I need to pay more than that. A standard ticket normally costs $30 for adults, but residents can pay what they wish. If you're not from New York, the museum offers discounts for students, members, children, and seniors. This was a great way to save while still experiencing the museum's incredible exhibits. After the museum, we took a stroll through Central Park, one of the city's best free attractions. Central Park opened in 1858 and was the first landscaped public park in the US. It spans 843 acres, offering everything from serene lakes to wooded areas and beautiful bridges and expansive lawns. From people watching to picnicking, Central Park is always a beautiful and relaxing spot, and the best part is, it's completely free. You can also enjoy various events, live concerts, and performances throughout the year. Whether you're visiting in the summer or the winter, Central Park offers a little something for everyone, and it's always open to the public at no cost. After Central Park, we headed to Dive 75, a popular bar in the Upper West Side, which was only a short walk from the area. This bar is known for its affordable pricing and happy hour specials. This neighborhood gem offers a relaxed vibe, a great selection of drinks, and outdoor seating. We were able to enjoy the beautiful October weather while sipping on our drinks. We both grabbed beer during their happy hour, where drinks only cost about $7 to $8 plus a tip. Dive 75 has been around for years, making it a great spot for both locals and tourists looking to unwind without breaking the bank. I was lucky to be in the city during the Halloween parade that was on from 7 to 11 p.m. that day. It is free to the public and one of the largest Halloween celebrations in the world. It was so much fun to see everyone's costumes and creativity on display. The parade began as a small neighborhood gathering organized by artist Ralph Lee and has since grown into a vibrant celebration of costumes, performances, the arts, drawing hundreds of thousands of spectators each year. This was probably my 7th year going, and every single year, I'm so happy that I went. It's really, really phenomenal, and I encourage anyone who's in the area at the time to also go there as well. To wrap up the day, we went to Rosa's Pizza, located in Penn Station, right before we were about to leave. This wasn't my idea, but it did turn out great. Rosa's has been around since 1960 and has been serving pizza to hungry commuters and city dwellers for decades. I had forgotten how the pizza tasted. It's not my favorite, but it's really good. It definitely offers that quintessential New York type of pizza. The price was also a bit steep at about $18, but that also included a huge beer. It was like a Stanley cup of beer, which did make it worth it to finish the day with some satisfying food and another beer. So to wrap up, we spent the entire day in the city traveling via the LIRR. We visited the Museum of Natural History, Central Park, the Halloween Parade, and Rosa's Pizza. The total cost of the day for me came to just $53.30. While it may not look like I'm saving much, New York City is really expensive and planning ahead really helps. By going the frugal route, I saved over $35 or even more depending on how much food and drink costs. And that was my budget day in New York City. Here's a full breakdown of my costs. So again, for just under $55, I had an amazing day in the city, saw some of the best sights, and enjoyed great food. But let's talk about what things could have cost if I wasn't frugal. Here's what my day would have looked like. So if I haven't planned for some of these budget-friendly options and I'm not from New York, here's what my day would have looked like. Last but not least, for everyone looking to explore New York City on a budget, there are plenty of ways to make the most of your day without overspending. Take advantage of free parks and events like something that's on in Central Park, Bryant Park, or the High Line, which offer unique experiences like seasonal activities, art installations, and live performances. Brooklyn Bridge is perfect for a free walk and some stunning views, and the Staten Island Ferry offers a free ride with the incredible views of the Statue of Liberty. Currently, museums like MoMA are free on Fridays after 4 p.m., and the Frick Collection offers Pay What You Wish Thursdays. Also keep an eye on city festivals, free concerts, and community events. If you don't know where to find those type of things, these can be found on Time Out New York or NYC Go. You can also follow some of the New York City social media web pages to see what's going on. Sometimes just showing up even works. For example, I was passing through New York Times with a friend one day and we saw a professional dance competition that was just kind of on and free to attend. We ended up staying the hour and had such a great time. I truly love the chaos and the randomness of New York City, and I do believe some of these ideas can be implemented for you wherever you are in the world. What sort of free activities do you do in your city or town to save money? I'd really love to know. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more budget-friendly tips, or if you're interested in more New York City budgeting tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.